Could we see the Denver Broncos sign a former Super Bowl champion linebacker to replace the injured Drew Sanders? Obviously, a really somber scene today at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit, as the third-year linebacker went down with an apparent lower body injury. He was unable to put any weight on his leg. He was helped off the field on a cart, and once the cart got to the building, he was helped inside by two trainers. The optics of it look really bad. Sean Payton did say that it was not an Achilles injury. However, they're going to conduct an MRI. I'm assuming that's already happened by now. We do not have the results publicly known as of 10:08 p.m. on July 26th, but for the intents and purposes of this video, we're going to operate under the assumption that Drew Sanders is going to miss significant time for the Broncos, which really sucks. The Broncos do have some pieces in that linebacker room who have stepped up over the last couple of days in camp. Corrine Reed, the undrafted free agent out of Utah, as well as Lavelle Bailey, the second-year man who was a UDFA last year out of Fresno State. Both of those guys have made some really nice plays. Let's say that the Broncos want to add one more piece though, just to kind of round out the depth a little bit. Who might that player be? I was looking at the available free agents, and there was a player who I'm really surprised is still available at this point in the offseason, and that is Ja'Whaun Bentley, formerly of the New England Patriots. But before we talk about why Bentley would be a good fit for this team, if you could just do me a big favor and smash the like button on this video as well as subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. There are 2 tiers that you can choose from. The link is in the description down below for that. If you guys want to get some perks and incentives in exchange for helping improve the production quality of these videos. Now, let's go ahead and get into Ja'Whaun Bentley, and he only played in 2 games last season, in fact, less than 2 games, before tearing his pec in the second game against the Seattle Seahawks. However, in 2023, he played an entire season. He had 114 tackles, 59 assists, 114 combined, and 4.5 sacks, no interceptions. Then, looking at the more advanced stats here, he was targeted 43 times on 461 coverage snaps. He allowed 36 receptions, which was 29th out of 32 linebackers, minimum of 450 coverage snaps, but his reception percentage was an 83.7, worst amongst those 32 linebackers. So obviously not that great in coverage. 387 receiving yards allowed, 10.8 yards per reception allowed, tied for 5th most amongst linebackers in that 2023 season, a 59.7 PFF coverage grade. In run defense, it's better. Still not anything to really write home about. 397 run defense snaps, 25 run defense stops, which was 17th out of 25 linebackers with a minimum of 350 run defense snaps, a 6.5 run stop percentage, which was 16th out of the 25 linebackers, and a 67.7 PFF run defense grade, 17th out of those 25 linebackers. However, the one role that Bentley could fill that's similar to Drew Sanders is that A-gap blitzing linebacker. Sanders showed a couple of flashes of that in training camp before he went down. He had that sack on Justin Herbert in the Chargers game last year. Bentley could fill that role. He had 126 pass rushing snaps, which was 4th most amongst linebackers in that 2023 season. 22 total pressures, 6th most amongst 26 linebackers with a minimum of 75 pass rushing snaps, 4 sacks, 7 non-sack quarterback hits, 11 quarterback flushes, and an overall solid 63.8 PFF pass rushing grade. I think that Ja'Whaun Bentley could come in, provide some depth, provide some veteran experience in this linebacker room, be an insurance policy in the event that Alex Singleton or Dre Greenlaw were to go down. I do think there would be a drop-off in production from those players to Juwan Bentley, but I still think Bentley could come in and at least be a competent veteran addition for this team. It's something to think about, especially if Drew Sanders is going to miss most, if not all, of the season. We do not know the official status of Sanders as of yet, but again, the optics of the injury did not look good whatsoever, and the Broncos might be having to look elsewhere. Lavelle Bailey's stepped up. Corene Reed has stepped up. It's possible the Denver Broncos do nothing at all at that position, but I think more likely they're going to look to add at least some sort of body there. It might be a lower tier veteran or maybe an undrafted free agent. If they want to get a little bit more spicy, though, they could look in the direction of Juwan Bentley. All right, Broncos country, be sure to leave a like on this video as well, subscribe, and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. And before we get out of here, I want to tell you about the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below, to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets. From small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets, they've got it all. Again, that is code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below. Save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron Helmets. Thank you so much to them. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.